Okay. All right, just let me know when you guys have gotten yourselves leveled up, and we will get this party started.
I am so.
Do you
Okay, so we are picking up where you guys have just returned to the. Why is that popping up over Jeremy's face? Stop that.
Jeremy has emojis on his face.
Right. So we are picking up where you guys have just returned to the estate, where Tobias is waiting for you in the common room. Jeshu, would you be down there with them, or would you be up in the room? Where do you feel like you would be?
I mean, I knew that they would be. I knew they were coming back. Right.
We could say Tobias made you aware.
Okay. Then I probably would have been waiting wherever they were going to go. So if they were going to go see Tobias, I would be waiting in there, or if not in there, just outside of there.
Okay. So, yeah. You are in the... Oh my goodness, every time. You are in the common area. Trying to get it pulled up. Where the ramp was and the stairs are. So it's just kind of the entrance area. So, yeah, not the common area. You're in the entrance way. And you see... gosh, why can't names work today? You see Garen enter in with something in his arms and a curtain over it. He steps forward and sets it down in front of Tobias and then steps away. Kalamak, you were requested to take hold of the other body. And so, Jeshu, you watch as Kalamak then steps through the door, bloodied from his fight, but not seeming too worn down, as he lays the second corpse in front of Tobias. Soon after, Shu and Dayala step through the doorway. And then, coming in behind them is a new face. Sort of. I need you to do a perception check for me with advantage.
It's not good. 12.
12? Okay. So, something is eerily familiar about this person who stepped through the doorway. They're a little taller than you, but though not by much. And their features seem eerily similar to yours. It's as if this person is wearing the same clothes as you, just missing a few details. More of the finer details you realize is what's missing. But you are staring at this very... Somebody's laughing and it's shaking things and it's echoing through the mic. So if you're leaning against something while you laugh, stop it. So you're staring at almost like you're looking at a poorly crafted funhouse mirror that is between a funhouse mirror and an actual functioning mirror. Like, this person looks eerily similar to you, but there are just these little details, like the height, the circumference, I guess you could say, is a little off. There are just these little details that you notice are strange.
Okay. I realize that this is a very tense situation. and I'm decently. I'm pretty decent. I'm pretty smart. I'm pretty sure those are bodies. And this is very grim right now. But this person,
Yeah, your passive perception would have told you like there are bodies laying in front of you. The cloth that is held over them is bloodied.
So with as much respect for the dead and of the gravitas of the situation as I possibly can, I'm going to go up to the other hin and just quietly, Elias, is that you?
No, I am Jeshu.
Elias, it's so good to meet you. It's been so long.
Are you trying to convince them that they are Delias?
Yes.
Okay, roll perception check. Or not
That's 11.
perception, not perception.
I knew what you
persuasion.
meant.
Thank you. Yeah. 11?
Yeah.
You see a strange look in their eye, and they kind of squint. And then, Joshua, it's been so long. As they go in for a hug.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hug him. I take out my dagger and I hold it to their back. Who are you?
Okay, so they rolled a
Oh my gosh.
so I need you to roll to grapple.
But we're hugging.
yeah, but she rolled they rolled a 17 on their perception. So they noticed and they're now going to try to pull away.
Frick, that was so close. Oh, 17 was their perception. Okay.
Yeah. They got a 16 to pull away, so you have to beat a 16.
Darn my negative strength modifier.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I rolled a 16.
Rough day. Rough day.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
So at the last second, this odd, off-center copy of yourself pulls away. I mean, no disrespect.
I look over to Diala because I think she's the one who would make the most sense.
Oh no.
Who are they? Why aren't we killing them?
Well, Muriel left, and they found me and asked me
What do you
to
mean?
join.
What do you mean? What do you mean she left?
She left.
Gosh.
She said
She
she
left
had.
without talking to me?
Well, yes. She specifically said she didn't really like you. You were a little short for her. She's not a fan of short kings.
I was too much for her anyway.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
I don't know about that, but I've offered to take her place. I am Shujesh. I want you to roll. I want you to roll insight for me.
I am Shujesh.
Oh no!
Oh no, I don't know what just happened here.
Whoa! What'd you get, buddy?
I can't. It's a natural 20. I can't.
Okay.
I can't show it.
You're
though.
fine. You're
but
fine.
I want. No, I want to.
They got a 3. So
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Okay, so they said their name was
So you-
Shujesh.
Shujesh. you can tell they're absolutely full of crap.
Okay.
You are
Shoot, Jesh.
100% sure that this person is not who they say they are. But that's really all you can tell.
Okay. Shujesh. Who am I?
I don't know.
argue.
I've only just
To
met
argue.
you. Oh.
To argue.
Yes.
Put my knife back in my boot.
They just kind of walk away and stand behind Diala.
Why me?
At this point, Kolomak has entered the situation.
Oh no.
Oh dear God.
There's two of you.
Kolomak. I reach my hand up to his bicep.
Now I just fought and spilled blood with this other. Recognize them a little more clearly, so I bat your hand away. Imposter!
Shujesh steps out from behind Diala and very, purposefully points directly at Jashu. It says, "Imposter!" Kolomak!
You would
Kolomak,
dare!
they're trying to trick us!
I just kind of look over to Tobias, who is in the room, right?
Yeah, he is deep in conversation with Garen. They are not paying attention to anything that's going on with you guys. This could be the entire stream.
We're done.
I would like to
Well,
attempt to grapple Jashu over here.
Okay.
coming for me? You coming for me?
Yeah.
You and your negative.
What are you gonna do about it, Pipsqueak?
Wait for my dexterity.
That's a 1.
Who got the one?
No
Not
one.
nobody.
Oh.
I'm just
No.
screwing around.
What you got?
Is this a
Do I have to-
straight strength check, or is this an athletics?
Athletics.
Athletics, then it is a 13.
20.
Hey!
Dang.
Okay.
You go. I just kind of slip out. Hey, I was going to say I'm very sorry I wasn't there for you, but apparently you don't need me.
I was there for them. I
Oh my
was there.
gosh.
Great for you.
They are going to turn and put a hand on Kolomak's shoulder, just a little higher than
Mhm.
what you can reach.
Yeah.
And say, Kolomak, look into my eyes. You know me. It's me. We were the best of friends.
Were you also the worst of friends?
I never forget a comrade.
I could. While all of this is happening, I want to. What is the what is the cook's name again?
Oh,
It's something funny.
Yeah,
I can't
it's like
I can't remember what it is though.
Barn.
Barn. I want to try to get Barn's attention and say, "Hey, bring me some popcorn."
Oh, well, you want to go into the kitchen, or you want to try to yell to him from where you are?
I want to try to yell to him, but without disturbing the situation that's happening in front of me.
I mean, okay.
To bring me some popcorn.
But where you are is a full
We
2
don't-
rooms away from the kitchen.
We don't see a map of
Yeah,
the
we don't
house.
see a map.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm describing it for you.
Then never mind. I'll go grab it myself.
Okay.
I'll turn and try to see
That's
and try to
hilarious.
call for Barn, and then I'll realize I'm too far away, and I just go grab it myself.
Okay.
That's hilarious. Because at this point, I was gonna be looking around for Shu to be like, "Is anybody staying
And
left?"
I'm
And he's gone.
May
Has a thought. Columbine has a thought.
You know what? You want to go right now? I will cut you. You don't even know
With
my
my
name.
butter knife.
wait.
I'm the freaking Lizard King.
That's only something Jeshu would say. I'm-
You know what else is something Jeshu would say, Kalamak?
What?
You're my best friend.
Jeshu would say that.
By this point, she walks back in.
Oh my gosh.
So you went in, you spoke with Barn. Hold on.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
Okay. You don't know how he did it. You were in there for a solid 2 minutes. You watched him work. You watched him grab corn, throw it in a pan, and that's all he did. It did not turn into popcorn. It did not do what you were expecting.
Did it
But
turn into
somehow,
soup?
this is the most popcorny popcorn you have ever had.
Did he crit again?
Yes, he did.
Let's freaking go, Bard!
This is the greatest cook in the history of D&D.
Let's go, Bard!
Can we take Barn on our adventures?
Honestly.
I really need to get another arm so that I can just put my camera on it so I can just move it.
my
I will
God.
take a picture of it real quick.
Oh my gosh.
I need more Bard in my life.
I know.
need him to be real and come cook for me.
I know.
So, yeah,
He's only ever messed up once, and it was terrible.
it was pizza, and it was just because he's never heard of pizza. He doesn't know what it is. You can't expect him to know what every food is.
But yet, he knows what popcorn is somehow.
He does.
Hey, it had corn in the name. He knew it had something to do with that.
You know what? That's half the battle.
Okay.
So Shu has walked back in. I'm just gonna quietly go over to Shu. Hey, you know I'm still me, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I shoved my face full of this, whatever this popcorn substance is.
Fine.
You
To hell's
are
with
you injured?
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Probably. Unless did leveling up,
no.
heal me?
No.
What
no.
happened
It
to
just.
the pop?
Okay.
you do
Yeah,
get
I got hit, I think.
you do get the HP, like the
Right. That yeah.
difference.
But.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
So you heal 6 points of damage.
Huh?
He's got the chef feed. Ooh.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thanks, Bard.
Magic food.
Magic food.
I have a solution.
I'm not interested in your solutions anymore.
No.
I know what we do.
The real Jeshu would know the answer to this.
Diala, can you make a perception check for me?
Yes, I can.
Continue, Kalamak.
Only the real Jeshu would be able to tell me. What is my name?
Sorry, Jeshu doesn't laugh like that. That was.
Look,
Shu does. Shu laughs out loud.
I could.
Kalamek, I'm going to say that your name is. Why am I doing this?
Kalamak, your name is friend.
I thought I had him. I turn to Diala. Who do I kill?
Let's wait a second. I have a much cuter way to figure out which one's the real one.
I'm gonna put my sword, or put my hand on my sword when he says that.
Put that away. And
what did you
I
get
got
on your
10.
A 10? Okay.
Yeah.
You don't notice anything right off the bat. So.
I want to pick up Casper, my little friend, and I want to tell him to go to Just Shoot.
Casper is not there.
Where is my fox? Never mind, everyone. We're not finding out who Jishu is. I don't care who this other person is.
Where the
We have
fox
to find my
is the
fox.
fox.
Where the fox is the fox.
Where's my fox? I start. Ooh, no, I want to use my telepathic thingy thing to see if I can see where he is.
So you kind of step back. All attention has turned to you. Even Tobias and Garen have kind of slowed down what they were doing and brought their attention to you as you started frantically looking around. And you bring yourself to a calm state. Describe to me what it looks like while you...
I would say that, like, for her, when she's this frantic, she has to fully sit crisscross applesauce on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Close her eyes and start taking, like, really deep breaths. Like,
Okay.
it looks like she might be hyperventilating, but she's not.
Okay. I was talking magically, but that works too.
Oh.
I'm here for it.
How do you cast your magic spells? I deploy my coping skills.
Yeah, and so...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
She's got to calm down first. She can't cast magic when she's like this. Bad things will happen. I want to say she's probably like muttering a little bit to herself.
Okay.
Not very loudly, but like is like kind of muttering whatever she needs to say to like connect with Casper. But that it's very much more just like that verbal aspect rather than the like, physical or whatever the other things are.
Okay. So, as you go to sit, you start kind of whispering to yourself under your breath whatever the components are to cast the spell. The only physical feature is that there's a faint glowing that seems to be emanating from behind your eyelids. And once the spell takes effect, you open your eyes and there is... all you see are the coloration and your pupils have all been replaced with what look like fox eyes. As soon as this takes effect, it's dark. And I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
I don't like this. I don't like you playing with my emotions like this. I got a 22.
Okay. You feel the spell starting to rip away. And you recognize that Casper is experiencing not necessarily pain, but you can tell he is distressed. There is a mild discomfort that comes through, almost to you like a nauseating feeling as the connection severs.
Did I see any like landmarks or...
You did not. However,
Okay.
your so you do have the inseverable bond
Hmm.
as part of your class features, and so you are totally aware of their whereabouts at any given moment and have full knowledge of their presence around you. Uh, you innately know exactly which direction in a straight line that you need to travel to find your companion.
Oh, I'm gone.
So you are aware that he is in the house and he is somewhere not directly in front of you,
Hmm.
but if you're looking into the into the house and up the ramp, he's sort of off to the right just a little bit and up.
Um, did I notice him with me when we first entered, or did he kind of like run around and do his own little
So
thing?
you were carrying him in, and
Uh-huh.
once you came in, he kind of jumped himself out of your arms pretty normally. There wasn't anything that your
Hmm.
perception check caught onto that indicated that there was anything wrong with him. But then in the chaos of everything that happened, you lost track of him for a moment.
And I haven't been paying attention to Tobias, right? Not really.
No.
Yeah, no, my first move is probably to go up to Tobias and say, "What did you do to my fox?"
I'm sorry, dear. I don't know what you mean.
He's missing. My connection says that he is in distress, and you have some weird fascination with him. What did you do with my fox?
He kind of urges Garen to step away. I'm sorry, dear. I do not know what became of your companion. If you would like, we can try to seek him together. He kind of looks around to check if anybody else is listening in. Do you not? Yes.
Well, I mean, Diala's obviously.
I am elevated.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would have followed as well.
Okay. So go ahead and make a perception check for me. Uh, yep. Yep.
8.
Okay. So you're kind of trying to listen in, but it's almost as if the area around him and Diala has somehow quieted itself. You can still hear faint whispers, but for some reason it seems like you're having a difficult time making out exactly what they're saying. He kind of turns to her and, my dear, if I could be so forward as to ask, do you not hold a connection with him?
I haven't had to use it, so he doesn't leave my side unless something happens.
Okay, I understand. Where trust that connection. Where does it say he is?
I just leave. I just walk towards the direction that I think
Okay.
he's going.
So that innate pull starts to pull you up the stairs. And every step you take, you find yourself growing more uncomfortable. Like there is a weight that is slowly lowering down on top of you. You make it up the stairs.
Give me a second. The dogs have gotten into something.
Okay. Okay. While
Does Jishu get the sense that
go ahead.
no, you're
No, go. What
oh,
are you
I
asking?
thought you were like stop.
No. I was getting ready to say something, but
Well, I mean, Diala had just was getting ready to say something about this absurd situation, and then got distressed, and so then I was trying to follow, but then she just takes off. So like, am I?
yes, you would have been aware of that.
But am I free to follow her, or
Yeah.
like, am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you
well,
want to
then-
break away from where you're at, you are more than welcome to.
then yeah, I would
Okay.
be following behind,
Okay.
and probably not being heard, but being like Diala.
No,
Well,
not hurt.
Okay.
Not hurt at all.
Okay. So Kalamak and Shu, you are left there with Shujish, and you watch as these two break away from the fun you were having and take off up the stairs after a short interaction with Tobias. As you are heading up the stairs, you break through a door into another almost like a rest area. It seems to be a social gathering space. They have a table on one side and a table on the other with a couple of fireplaces and some chairs arranged around them. There's some books, and there are 3 doors directly in front of you, and then there's one to your left and there's one to your right, and you know the one to the left takes you to the rooms that that your quarters are in, but the feeling is pulling you towards the right, and you have this feeling that you are now on a similar plane to him. And so the feeling is no longer pulling you up, but it is now pulling you just about... How much would that be? How many degrees? It wouldn't really be 90. That'd be like 120 degrees. Something like that.
I still follow. I am on a witch hunt to find my fox.
Yeah. Or no, it would be 45. So yeah, kind of like at a 45-degree angle. It's like off that direction. So, but that would take you directly through the fireplace.
Okay. So if I just need visuals. So from where I am, 45 degrees takes me through the fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way for me to like take a long way around? Like, is there another door?
So there's
farther
a door
to, the
to your right, and there's a door in front of you. So there are 3 doors, and so there's a third door that's kind of the rightmost door.
Okay.
So you have those 2 doors would really be the only way to go that direction without running into a wall.
Okay. I scream as loud as I can. Shoo! I'm trying to get him to get up here. Since he
Okay.
knows the house. And he will know which door gets me through that fireplace.
Okay. I'm going to hear that blood-curdling scream of my name. And I'm immediately going to freeze and tense and give the popcorn to Kalamak, who I'm assuming is standing right next to me,
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Take care of this. I'll be back in a jiffy." And just like a cartoon, I run up the stairs, and all I leave behind is a puff of smoke.
Nice. So you barrel into the social gathering room. I don't even know what to call it. It's not really a living room.
The setting room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bust into the setting room, and you find Jeshu frantically trying to get Diala's attention and try to help in some way, but also kind of like, goodness gracious, why are we screaming? And Diala is locked
Brandon.
like going back and forth between these doors.
What? Yes.
Through the fireplace. Where?
Huh?
He is on the other side of this fireplace. Which door takes me through this wall?
That one, and I point to the one that actually leads, or through the wall, because Brandon doesn't know.
Oh, okay. So you're just do me a favor.
Yeah.
Nah, never mind. You would innately know. So the one of the doors she's pointing at, you have never noticed before.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
Like one to direct right, you know, would take her into the room directly behind the fireplace. But the other door that she just pointed at, as soon as you turn to lock your eyes on it, a shiver runs down your spine. As if you were not supposed to be looking at that door. And you, for all your time here, had no idea this thing existed. Do a wisdom saving throw for me.
Ooh. That's a nat 20.
It's a nat 20.
I'm a smart boy.
You turn away from the door, and as soon as you turn away to look at Diala, you feel a tug on your mind. And you actually start to almost feel, it's almost as if like the same feeling you get after waking up from a dream, and that dream starts to be pulled away. And so you turn your focus back to it and solidify its presence in your mind before it can be pulled away.
Dale, I have to be honest with you. I've never seen this door. Like that one? You said the one to the left, I know has been there, right?
So yeah, so once you turn between the doors, so like they're both on the right side of the room, but once you turn to where you're facing directly between them, the one that would be on the left towards the back of the room is the one that you've never seen before. The one that goes to the other guest quarters is the one that you know, like there's a room behind this wall with the fireplace, and that is probably where she's trying to get to.
Okay. So that door on the right gets you to another guest quarters behind the fireplace, but the one on the left here, it's like this is the first time I've ever seen it.
As tempting of an offer it is, I have to get my fox, and I take through the right door.
Okay. So you tear through the right door. I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
I'm good at
Jashu, roll me a perception check.
17.
16.
16. Okay. So, Diala, you, in your frantic nature, as you break away from going back and forth between these doors to break through this right door to where you're trying to go, it impacts your ability to really solidify and focus on what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And any memory that you had of this other door slips from your mind. Jashu, it takes you a minute. Because part of the reason you were so frantic was she kept referencing another door. that you hadn't noticed. From your perspective, until right now, when Shu started referencing it, there was only the one door. But as he was discussing it with her and talking about it, you tried to really focus in, and suddenly there's a door there. It's not like it appeared. It's been there. But it's like you're just now able to focus in on it and recognize that it's there.
Well, crap.
Without taking my focus off the door, Jeshu, you still there, bud? I'm gonna take that as a yes. You want to do something stupid?
I start walking.
Towards me?
Where?
Towards me? Sick.
Wait. Nope. Okay.
What was that for?
What?
It was for me.
I don't like it when you do that.
So, you guys move to approach the door. And Diala, you break through the right side of the right door, and you come into a hallway, and there is almost like an L shape. Like you would turn to the right, and then you would turn to the left, and you would be in a long hallway. But directly in front of you is a door, and that door is just slightly ajar.
Oh, I'm
And you
busting
hear
into that room.
immediately the soft cries of Casper.
Oh my gosh, I'm running in there.
You throw the door open, and there's a twin-size bed directly in front of you with a dresser next to it, and then there is a full-size bed to your left in a wider section of the room, also with a dresser next to it and a couple of end tables. And in front of that bed, you see Casper not in a spasm, but he is frantically twisting and turning and almost like looking for ways to like claw at himself as he kind of reaches back and latches onto his hind leg and kind of like gnaws at it like he's trying to scratch it, but it's just not working. And so then he starts shifting, and he is rolling around as he's trying to do this, and you see as he is emanating this odd light that you've never seen. And at the moment, these red lines that it's difficult. I want you to go ahead and do a perception check for me to see how well you can kind of take in everything that's happening.
Pretty good, 19.
Okay. So there are times where he's stopping and you're getting a good look at him. And at one point he stops and he starts kind of gnawing on one of his legs again. And you see these odd red lines under his eyes. And his eyes are letting out this light crystalline blue. Like emanating this light as he rolls around. And that is what you see.
I'm immediately dropping to my knees and like trying to gently come towards him. Casper, and like reaching out to him, trying to get him to like calm down, trying to like pull him into my lap to try to like pet and soothe him.
So as you try to reach out to him, he has do an animal handling check for me.
Don't mind if I do. I got it. 2.
Okay. So you reach out to him, and at first he kind of pulls away, but then he kind of comes back to you very quickly and gets into your lap, but he is continuing to rip at himself.
Can I do a like medicine check to see if like there's any like ailments on him, like seeing if like
Sure.
he somehow got into something while he was like adventuring?
Sure.
Natural 20.
Nice.
With the evidence that is in front of you, it does not seem like this is anything. This doesn't seem like an illness. This seems to have to do with something more innate about what he is.
Okay. Could I do an Arcana check then?
Sure.
I know nothing.
Okay.
I crit failed.
Okay. So yeah, so you know just what the basic knowledge is that you've gathered about your companion.
Yeah.
And
Makes
and
sense.
his nature and where he comes from. You do not know because you were not initially.
Yeah.
So you do not know those finer details. However, Casper begins to again rip about violently as he pulls himself out of your lap and is like starting to try to stretch almost, and then turning and ripping at his backside again, and then turning and clawing at the ground, and then at which point he kind of extends himself fully and does, one of those full body shakes
Yeah.
that, dogs do when they get wet. And as he does this shake, that magical energy that you saw forming around him earlier begins to shiver down his back, and you watch as it gets to his tail end, and as his tail whips around, at first you feel like it's a trick of the eye. You're not sure what you're seeing, but as he kind of comes to, he stands up, and that heavy sense that you had on your chest alleviates and is gone. And Casper turns around, looks at you happy as can be, but now there are two tails swaying behind him.
I start crying. I start sobbing. I know he's probably very confused as to why I'm crying, but like I initially just like wrap him up,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, if this is how it is every single time, gonna have a heart attack. And I'm just sitting there like petting him, even though he's happy. I'm just like freaking out internally.
Right. So, okay. So, yeah. So, Casper now has a second tail. As you are freaking out, it's almost like he's forgot it even happened. Because he's coming up to you and he's kind of running around you, and then he's kind of like pawing up at you. And now we're going to go back to Shu and just Shu.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry, the music shifted through
Yeah,
me
it
for a
did.
second.
Also, what is Shujesh and Kalamak doing?
We'll get to
yeah,
that.
what you doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
just cut to us taking turns, like trying to throw popcorn in each other's mouths.
Yeah, the new best friends.
So,
Bros for life, man.
there you go. So, coming back to the room, you guys have reached the door.
You ready? Are you reaching out to push the door open?
Okay.
I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna put my hand on top of yours, and we're gonna do this together, buddy. We push the door open.
It's a pull.
It's a pull.
Doesn't go anywhere.
Is there a handle that we have to turn?
There is a handle.
But it's real.
It is real.
There is a physical door there, yes.
I'm gonna grab your hand and I'm gonna move it down to the handle with mine. And we're gonna turn the handle and open the door.
Together, brother.
This is a little weird, but okay.
You grasp the
What
door
happened?
handle. You try to turn it. It does not turn.
Aloha Mora.
Aloha Mora, bruh. When they get the foreign exchange student.
Trying not to lose focus on the door, I'm gonna pat around on myself and see if I still have that sending stone that Tobias gave me.
Okay.
So at this point, I feel just having seen it, I'm going to look away from the door and I'm going to look at Shu.
Okay. Do a wisdom saving throw for me.
8.
You turn to say something to him,
About this door.
but you can't remember what you were going to say.
Shu? What do we... Wait. Where's Diala?
Dude, I swear to God, if you leave me right now, I'm going to say that Shujesh is the real one. Turn and look at this. I grab his head and I turn it back towards the door.
Do a perception check for me with disadvantage.
No. 8.
8. He turns you towards the door and tells you there's a door, and you turn back to him, having not noticed any door.
God dang it.
I look around. There's no one like Diala's gone, and there's no one like real close to us, right?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay, look. Hey, I don't know what's up with your voice right now, but you're doing kind of weird things with it as well. Is that a thing that you're doing?
I'm not doing anything. There is a weird door in my house that I've never seen before.
I don't see a door.
You just saw it a second ago.
You turn and see one of the doors open into the setting room as Tobias floats in. Can I help you, gentlemen?
Where's Diala?
Bias,
I
there's
was
a door.
There's a door.
Wait, why did we just stop following Diala? Something's wrong
I
with Diala.
was going to ask how your friend was faring. Do you know where she went?
No, I'm gonna be looking around.
She went through the other door, but there's this door.
Going through the other door.
Why this door?
Jashu, if you could please check in on her.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah.
Okay.
Why this door?
Why door?
Why is door?
Why our door?
Okay, so you step through the door Tobias is going to turn to Shu. And you watch. Hold on. He turns to you, and his eyes suddenly shift into kind of a purple glow. I need you, Shu, to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
I think I know what this is.
18.
18. Your mind goes blank
Fuck.
as Tobias floats closer towards you. Shu, there was no door. There is no door there. I promise you. Everything that is in this house is here to keep us safe. And you start to feel this odd sensation as if somebody's shuffling your mind like a deck of cards. But then after the shuffling is done, it's almost like there's a card missing. Something's been taken. You remember coming up here to help Diala find Casper. And you remember there was a sense of urgency and a deep sense of concern. But you don't remember what about. It's just you and Tobias now.
Where's Diala? Where'd she go?
I believe Jashu said she went to the East Wing? East Wing.
Okay. I'm gonna head down the hallway.
Okay. Back to Kalamak. What are you doing, buddy?
You know, I don't even know at this point. Is anyone like headed back my way at all, or am I just vibing?
I would say you watched as Tobias spoke with Garen and then kind of put his hand up and seemed to be staring off for a second. At which point he dismissed Garen and he took off up the stairs, and Garen left out the front door. So it is now just you and Shujesh hanging out in the front entryway.
Oh man. Well, everyone's left, so I think I'm going to I think I'm just gonna go try and find some people then.
Okay.
It's been long enough. The popcorn's like just about out.
Okay, so you make it up the stairs and you enter into the setting area, and you see Tobias just kind of sitting in there alone. And he's rubbing his hand down a wall. And he turns to you and goes, "Ah, Kalamak." I don't know where that accent came from. Kalamak. It is getting late. You all have quite the journey to start in the morning. If you could gather your companions so that we can get you all some rest before your departure tomorrow.
Ah, yes, of course.
Good man.
I must warn you, there is treachery afoot.
You don't say. Do you care to enlighten me?
I don't have the full scope of the details yet, but I have evidence to suggest there are intruders among us, imposters among us.
Well, Kalamak, It is a great deal that the team has somebody of your sharp wit and perception with them. I think that having that will keep them quite safe. I will look into this matter, and hopefully we can come to a safe conclusion by the morning. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Of course. Of course. And as I turn to go try and find my friends, but as I do, I kind of side-eye him to see if he like looks the way I remember him looking.
Do you want to do an insight check or?
Oh
or
yeah,
just...
yeah. Give me a little insight check.
Okay.
I'm just trying to. Ooh yeah, okay. That is a 21.
So, you catch towards the end like, this guy's patronizing me. And as you go to walk away, you realize, what if he knows? What if he knows about this already? I think he does. He knows about this. He knows about the intruder.
I make a mental note of this.
And I will forget it
that he's not
in
to be
2
trusted.
seconds.
Okay, so you guys have all gathered in the East Wing and are now just there.
I am constantly asking if they see anything different about Casper.
The instant you say that and I see the second tail, Kolomak freaks out. Another imposter!
I didn't
Shu?
look over at him until.
Yeah.
Shu and Jeshu, you guys do not see an extra tail.
Everything's fine. What are you talking about?
As you're explaining this, the scene with Kolomak unfolds.
What do you mean a second tail?
Wait, callback, you see it too?
Yes, and we must find the false one and eliminate it!
No, but that's. I look at Casper and I go, why him? Why
Casper trots away and just kind of does this figure 8 through Kolomak's legs, and then just kind of sits down next to him.
He is the chosen one.
I gesture to the two Jeshus and I say I've already let one slip through our midst. I shall not again.
Did the other? Did Shujesh follow?
Yes. So,
of course.
Yeah. So Shujesh, after he says that, kind of pokes his head in. Mr. Tobias says that we should probably get some rest.
There are other pressing matters right now.
Apparently
Okay.
the dog has 2 tails.
Look, not a dog.
Okay.
Wait.
Ella, are you okay now?
I'm gonna go to sleep then.
Question for you though. First, do you see anything different about my fox?
Like, gained some weight, or
Get out.
okay. I'm gonna go to
Get
sleep.
out.
So Shujesh turns and walks away.
Kolomak pulls out a small hunting knife he keeps on his person, and he says he points to Shu and goes, "Quick! I'm going to point to both tails. You tell me which one you see."
No. I immediately attack.
Whoa!
You don't mess with my fox.
Okay.
I immediately attack. and I'm going
How?
to be using
How are you
my,
going to attack?
I'm pulling out my dagger of venom.
Okay.
Oh.
You're screwed, bud.
I didn't hit. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Can I just say that Kalamak is so invested in this, he's like not, he is just a free target.
So you want to give her advantage?
I would love to, honestly.
I will let you
I'm
choose
so
to
focused
give her advantage.
on these tales.
You gave me a 15 instead of a 10.
I have a 14 AC, so.
Okay.
Oh no, buddy.
So you are focused on these tails, and it's like your fighter's instinct, your fighter's reflex kicks in, and you're like, there's an attack coming my way. And you step to the side to get out of the way, and you actually step directly into the blade.
And you take. Oh no, buddy.
So that's okay. I'm fine.
18 points of damage.
Off a
18?
dagger?
So it's a dagger of venom.
Right.
So I roll a d4
Yes.
plus 4, because I'm proficient. And then
Plus
it's
4?
2d10.
Where's the plus 4 coming from?
It says, when I look at my thing on D&D Beyond, it says 1d4 plus 4.
Probably, do you have like a 14 dexterity or something, or?
I have a
Or
16
not
dexterity.
14. Sorry.
Because it's a
Oh.
+1.
It's a plus 1.
Right.
There it is.
Okay.
So
Plus
the
1,
plus
and then the
4.
3 from the bonus. There
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
I misspoke.
Okay.
So,
So it's a 1d4 plus 4, and then 2d10.
Now,
2d10?
Yep.
Why did I sell you this dagger?
I think it's a
DM made an oopsie.
Ian made a big oopsie.
Why
Yeah,
did I
and
give you
rolled
this
a 9
dagger?
and a 1. So
I think it's a saving throw.
Ooh.
Maybe.
To not get poisoned, yeah, probably.
DC 15.
Okay, and that's Constitution, I would assume.
Yes.
Ha! 14.
You take 18 points of damage.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
You're poisoned for a minute.
Yep. Yep.
It's okay.
Yep. Dagger of venom. Yep.
Luckily, I am a barbarian,
wild.
so I'm fine. I'm down to 8
That's-
hits, but I'm fine.
Did you just say you're down to 8?
Yeah. And Kalamak staggers back, probably falls, and I will deal with the imposters in the morning. And he immediately passes out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
okay.
I'm in your guys' quarters.
Okay.
That's wild.
No, you are not.
I'm not? Oh,
No.
okay.
Your
I thought
quarters
for
are on the
whatever
other
reason.
side.
We're in the west
Right.
wing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys are currently in the east. Your quarters were in the west.
Like my quarters or our quarters?
Everyone's.
Okay, thanks.
So,
Don't mess with me and my fox. And I point my dagger at the other two as well.
So Kalamak falls to his back, and Casper quickly is just like walking around in circles on his chest.
I again ask him, why him?
The tails.
Why Kalamak?
The tails.
Why do you trust
His
him?
last breath before he passes out is the tails.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before taking your rest and prepping for your journey?
I'm gonna use my healing hands on Kalamak as I leave the room.
Okay.
I'm not gonna help
Take
him
a
up.
long
I'm just gonna slap his chest and walk away.
Okay. How much are you giving him?
I believe it's 3 points.
Okay. And then does he? I don't think healing hands. I think you have to choose to remove, like, poison, right? It's not.
Let me double check.
It doesn't do both. I shall
By
find
this
out.
point, he's probably not poisoned anymore.
It's essentially a first level cure wounds.
Right. Healing hands. Yeah. So no. Okay. But yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you're good. The poison wears off. You take those 3 points of healing. And the rest of you guys are heading to bed.
Please don't stab me.
Don't come after my fox.
I was trying to help. Are you good now?
You really see nothing wrong with Casper.
I really don't see. I mean, you were talking about a tail. I really don't see a second tail. Can I look closer?
I kind of like nudge the knife towards him, like kind of like go. Does
Okay.
Casper even let him do this?
Do animal handling for me.
$18.
Yeah, Casper lets you look at him.
What did you say his name was?
Casper.
Casper. Hello, Casper. Do you have a second tail?
As you're kind of holding him, he kind of does that thing where he like leans his head back and he's now staring upside down at Diala. Just like
Do I see a second tail?
you do not.
What is wrong with my fox?
Gently put Casper back down. And I give him some pets, some scritches. If I run my hand down his spine and go like all the way down the tail, do I feel 2 tails?
You do not.
Okay. Maybe I'm just tired. I haven't done a lot today, but maybe I'm just tired.
Maybe I'm tired from sleeping all day.
But I think Casper is fine.
Well, I know he's fine. You really don't see it?
I really don't see a second tail. But that's not to say that there isn't a second tail. There's a lot of things that I don't see that are there, and some things I see that aren't there sometimes. Anyway.
As you're saying this, you get the sense that you're talking about something specific, but you can't remember what specific you're talking about.
He just kind of trails off. And then other times I talk about things I don't even know that I'm talking about. What are we talking about?
My fox?
What's your fox? No, I'm just kidding.
You don't see its shoe.
No. It's a dog with a tail.
But the
Okay,
thing
it's a
that tried to
fox.
cut off my fox's tail did.
The thing?
Apparently, he's smarter than the two of us.
It's a little okay. I don't know if he's smarter. Maybe
You had to fight with him. If you were the real you, and you're saying you're smarter than him?
do you understand how absurd that situation was? I was just trying to keep my head above water in it. and I never got the chance to talk to him about it, and now he's.
Asleep.
But I
He's
actually-
fine.
I had a very good, I think logical argument, but now he's asleep. Hey, Kalamek. Kalamek.
Yes.
Kalamek.
Yes.
This is very important.
Mhm.
Who am I? Okay, who do I say I am?
Jeshu.
Who does the other say they are? What did they say their name was?
I
Words are hard.
I had made a mental note of it, but it seems I've forgotten.
Shujesh.
Shujesh, yes.
Yes, they said their name was Shujesh. What are
Yes.
you trying to decide? Who is the real?
Jeshu. My goodness.
So are we killing them tomorrow?
In the morning. First thing.
Oh my god.
Okay, go back to sleep, big guy.
Okay.
You're both idiots.
I'm not actually gonna let him kill the other person. I just don't know what this other person is doing.
If I could sleep, I'd go to sleep. But I don't sleep. I goodbye.
Hey, you don't sleep? I need to talk about that.
I know, right? I want to know more.
I'm already out of the east wing. I gone.
Okay.
So, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go.
So Diala, wait, but really, what happened to Muriel?
She got in her head that she needed to go on an adventure. After the whole werewolf thing, she kind of got a little turned off by Tobias. And she just kind of vanished. Which, I mean, is kind of in her nature if you think about it. I mean, she did try to leave us in the caves by ourselves when she was the only one who knew how to get out. I really don't know where she is. You know, she said that she might stick around in town for a minute, but
Do I
It-
believe Diala?
do you? I mean, you can ask to do an insight check.
To believe Diala?
That was me
would
asking.
you believe
Then-
Dayala?
Doing it, yeah. You can declare an insight check
I'll
anytime.
do my deception.
No, it's a 7.
I got a 16. You know, she said she might be sticking around in town for a minute, but you know how she is. She just kind of disappears on her own.
Right. Okay.
So,
It's not really any skin off my back.
yeah. It was nice having another female around, but I mean, I'll tolerate it.
Was it?
Eh. Eh. Well, Casper's had a big day.
Yeah, no.
He's been a piranha today.
Huh?
Oh, you know, it's my cute little nickname for when he just decides to bite at people's heels. It's like a little piranha.
Oh, back from in the water.
Yes. My
Aw.
little piranha. And so
Yes.
he's done a lot of that today. got, I don't know how injured he is, but after today's debacle, I think he needs to go to bed. Whether he wants to or not. And I kind of like pointedly say that at him. Probably. Casper's probably just like spinning in circles around Colmac on the floor.
No, he comes over to you when you say that, like he's ready to go with you.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to go over all of my weaponry and the weaponry that I bought.
All right. I guess I'll see you in the morning. Okay. I'll walk away.
Okay. So, Diala, you get to your quarters, which you had been sharing with Muriel.
Yes.
And they are empty. It is only you in there. You have the room to yourself.
I did not mean that. Oh no.
So.
Okay. So I know the last time she escaped, she went through the window. Is there any signs of her having gone through the window again?
Do an investigation check for me.
I need to pull up my investigation. 17.
Nothing has really changed since the last time you left the room.
Is there stuff here?
Yeah.
But she's not.
She is not. Jeshu, you open the door to your quarters with
No.
Shu
no.
directly behind
no.
you. And in the bed where you have set your things is Shu Jesh, sound asleep. Seemingly cradling your collection of weapons.
No. As soon as I see that my weaponry, no, I'm leaving the room.
So, okay, you rip it away from them uncontested.
Just take my stuff,
and they just kind of
leave.
They grab the blanket and then just kind of shimmy over.
Yeah.
And they stay asleep.
Yep. I leave. I go out the door. I find what I hope to be a comfortable room, and I pitch my tent.
You pitch your tent?
Yeah, I have a tent.
Okay.
And a bedroll. I pitch my tent, and I sleep in my tent.
No, I watched all of this happen.
So,
I'm just sitting in my bed.
That's right. We were
reading.
sharing a room.
I'm just sitting in my bed reading, and I just watch all of this happen.
yeah. So there are two other rooms on that wing that you can go into.
I don't know that I trust them. They're gonna get taken from me too.
Would you like to go to the east wing?
He wants to go to
No,
the magic door.
I don't know about the magic door. No,
Not anymore.
Is there more rooms in the east wing? I thought the east wing was.
I mean, there's currently the room that Colmac is sprawled out on the floor asleep. There is a twin-size bed in there with him and a full-size bed, neither of which he is using.
Floor. Good piece of floor.
Okay. All right.
And
sure.
I would say, yeah, there's definitely enough space where if you wanted to shove a bed out of the way and put up a tent
Make
instead,
a tent.
you could do that.
I don't know that I feel quite that petty enough, but I will go back that way, pass through the room with the fireplace, and back into that room.
Okay.
I will sleep on the smaller of the two beds,
Okay.
but I will not get under the covers,
So.
and I will not unpack any of my stuff.
Okay. So you drift off to sleep to the ambient sound of the wind outside your window and the muttering of
The tails.
two tails from Kalamak, imposters, and his friend who he must save, that fluctuates between Jeshu and Shu Jesh. You guys take your rest. You all get the benefits of a full rest. If there is nothing else that anybody is hoping to accomplish.
What else could possibly be done?
Honestly,
Shu,
yeah.
it is getting close to like 1, 2 in the morning. It is just past midnight.
Mhm.
And you start to feel it as it begins to creep into your mind. There is a soft whisper. How are you, my son?
It'd be a little bit better if you weren't talking to me right now, but here we are.
Yes. But it's been many nights. I wanted to check in. It is important to me that you are okay.
I mean, I'm fine. I'm still here. Still kicking. Still got that book you gave me.
And your studies?
They're coming along.
Good. Good. You know, my boy, all you need do is ask, and I will be here to send you help. I am a resource for you.
I know. I know.
I sensed a conflict in you this evening. What happened?
Werewolves. Specifically one of them that I was fairly close to.
My condolences. But also, you held your ground against a werewolf.
I did.
That shows that you are making progress. That your grasp on yourself and your power grows. I am proud of you.
It wasn't all just me, though. I did have some help.
I sense something more. You feel this cold embrace start down your back as this familiar presence kind of gently but still forcefully pushes itself in.
Why?
Something is not right.
I can tell you what's not right. You're inside of me.
We have discussed this, Shu. A father must protect his son.
Has there come a point where the father can't protect their son anymore?
Yes, but we are not at that point yet until your studies are complete. Tell me, what is this absence that I feel in your mind?
What absence?
Someone is changing you.
What do you mean?
I am not sure. You've lost something.
What?
You feel the presence pull away. I do not know, Shu. But be wary of the people you are with. Somebody has decided that it is better that they control your narrative rather than yourself. Be wary, my son.
I will.
I will check in again. And you feel the presence fully pull itself away. The rest of the evening goes without incident. Shu, where do you end up?
Probably a little after the meeting with the presence, I'm gonna get out of bed. I'm gonna head downstairs to just get out of the room, get some fresh air. Maybe head outside to there has to be a garden, right? There has to be a garden in this mansion somewhere.
Like a garden, how?
Like the old uber rich mansions with a little garden, maybe a fountain somewhere. Either out front or out back.
Yeah. So there's a
walking area.
Yeah, so right out front, right off of the stone, like the stone deck, there is a kind of a circular courtyard that's bordered by shrubs, and there's a fountain in the middle of that.
Okay. Then I'm gonna make my way out there and probably start taking some laps.
Okay. So you're out there for initially what seems like only a few minutes. But then you hear the door open and you turn and you see Tobias in his chair floating in the doorway looking at you. And it's only when you really turn to look at him that you see the light from the sun breaking through the leaves and the branches of a nearby tree and kind of dancing over him, that you realize that the sun has started to rise and you are now in the early morning. Shu, what is the matter, boy?
Just needed some fresh air in the morning. Couldn't sleep.
Are you well?
I'm fine. Just a long day into a long night.
I see. Well, we are about to start waking the rest of your party to get you ready for your journey. Is there anything you need before you leave?
Just some food.
Very well. Before I go, Shu, I just wanted to say, you have come a very long way since you came to me. I want you to understand. I mean this when I say it. You're ready for this. You're ready to go out on your own. Whatever ails you, whatever pursues you, you have the strength to fight it off.
Thank you.
Now, let us see if we can find Barn and see if we can get him to make some more of that interesting soup he's been making for you all recently.
I could go for some good soup.
Great. He turns and heads in the door and kind of gestures to you questioningly if you're going to follow him or if you're going to stay out.
I'll be in a moment.
Shuts
Wanna enjoy the sunrise.
Okay. He shuts the door behind you and goes in. The rest of you wake to soft knockings on your door and a estate hand kind of stepping in briefly. It is time. Tobias asks that you gather in the dining hall. And they step back out. So, you've all had your long rest. You've all benefited from it fully. Is there any last preparations that you would like to make before heading into this last stage of setting off on your journey? Okay. So you all rendezvous in the dining hall where there is a large assortment of meals, of meal items on the table, fresh. There are plates set for the 5 of you, and Tobias sits at the head of the table. And at the other end, there are 3 other plates. And sitting at the other head of the table is Garen. And with him are 2 other guards that you haven't met yet, who are also joining in the meal. And Tobias kind of beckons to all of you. Please, come. We must make sure that your bellies are full and your energies are high, so that you can start your journey out strongly. Tell me, how did you sleep?
Who is at the breakfast table?
There is yourself. There is Deala. There is a small plate that is set on the ground next to her as soon as she finds her seat for Casper. There is Shu kind of filters in a little bit after everybody else. Kolomak had filtered in just in front of you, since you guys were sleeping in the same room. But at the moment, you don't see anybody else.
No Shu or Shujesh.
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. And Tobias.
Yes, Tobias is also there. Quite a talkative group you all are in the morning.
Colomac's eyes are still like glued to that fox, though he's being careful not to let Diala see it.
And as soon as I learn how to talk to this fox, I have some questions. I don't think I know that yet. I don't.
Tell me, Tobias, looking at this fox, and he like turns away from Diala to say that. Do you see anything peculiar? How did you phrase? Does it have two tails?
Who did
What's
you
the
ask
word?
this of?
Yes, that's a Tobias.
To Tobias? Tobias gives you a Tobias gives you a inquisitive look and turns to you, Diala. I cannot tell. Should I see a second tail?
Why are you looking at me like I'm the one with the tail?
My apologies.
Colomac's eyes narrow as he looks at Tobias.
He kind of leans over to you. But if that be the case, congratulations. He kind of turns back. I'm so sorry, Colomac. I do not.
Callback just think he's going crazy at this point.
I see only one tail on this fox. Are you sure you are not coming under ailment?
Yes, perhaps
Some
that is
poison.
it. Colomac is growing distrustful of Tobias now.
Have you had any recent interactions with venoms or intoxins? Maybe a heavy night of drinking.
Colomac pulls his shirt over, covering up a large scar on his chest.
Perhaps there's some hallucination happening.
Lovely eggs this morning, Tobias.
He looks down at his plate, which has absolutely no eggs on it. Yes. Quite. Apologies, Colomac. I'm sure whatever ails you will pass soon. He goes back to his food.
Colomac does too.
Well, everyone, at long last, the morning is upon us. I hope you all are ready for the journey at hand. Do you remember your task?
Sure don't. I've been preoccupied.
I do.
Sorry. We kind of fought werewolves. My fox had a conundrum last night. You know, fox things when they throw fits for random reasons.
I know.
Well, to refresh your memory, you are seeking Silvertongue
Hamlin.
in the city of Riversal. You are going in order to assist in the investigation of a certain somebody who, once I find my notes again, I can tell you.
Devron Galehorn or Zahir Valewind?
You are seeking to investigate High Councilman Zahir Valewind. We believe he has knowledge of the recent disappearance of the common people of the cities. I believe he might have connection to the group that is responsible. Silvertongue will have more information for you and aid you in what direction to go about seeking this information. I'm sorry, but once you leave the estate, I cannot assist you any further. My hand in this must be invisible. Otherwise, Zahir, with all of his power and wealth, can easily make any unseen or unrecognized evidence at the time disappear. Once you have information, if you find information, bring it back as quickly as possible. Now, let us get you ready. Garen and his party will escort you to the gate. You have two options. You can take the mountain pass, or you can take the river shore. The river shore, if I can find my map, find the map. The river shore will take you through. Where did my list of towns go? I'm over here moving everything. There it is. The river shore will take you through Hawkthorne. It's a small town, a small establishment, but it will be an area for you to take a rest, gather some more supplies if you need, before continuing on. If you take this path, it should maybe be about 6 days' travel at a steady pace. If you take the valley, you cut that down to 4 days. But if you are unaware, the mountain pass is typically where you will run into trouble. But going through there, you will find yourself in Kirkwell. Another small establishment, but again, good people. They will take care of you. He kind of slides 2 scrolls to you. Both of them have a different, like, they have the same map on them, but a different kind of passage with some other, like, information about landmarks and that sort of thing to look for. So, if you are ready, then it is time for us to say farewell. Garen. Garen stands up with his other 2 men. All right. This is Eigen, and he points to a shorter, stout man. Appears to be human. Roughly upper 40s, maybe. He looks pretty experienced. He has his long hair pulled back into a tight bun. And then he turns. This is Callian. And Callian stands up. And Callian is a what appears to be a half-elf. Callian kind of gives a small bow. Very slender, short, almost like silver-looking hair. How bright it is. And his eyes are a very bright sky blue. We three will escort you as far as the beginning of the forest. By the time we reach that pass, you'll have to decide which path you're going to take. We will not take you any further.
When he says you, us three, does he seem to be indicating himself?
Garen? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so Garen is there with the other two. I might be accidentally doing the same accent as Tobias. That's my bad.
I was just making sure.
Yeah. So, we three will escort you as far as there. We will be outside when you're ready to go. And they kind of gather their things and they walk out the front door. At which point, the door to the kitchen flies open, and Barn comes rolling out with his cart behind
Let's
it.
go, Barn.
And kind of rolls up to the table and kind of sticks his heads out. He's like, okay, well, anyway, oh gosh, I don't even remember. How did I do his voice?
It's pretty close to that.
But yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I think he was like a little high pitched and really like all over the place and very quick. Anyway, okay, so here you go. And he kind of rolls the cart up next to the table, and there are rations wrapped up in them. As you guys go to gather it, Jeshu notices the presence of Shujesh gathering supplies and putting it into their bag. Do a perception check for me. 13. You do notice that Shujesh, for whatever reason, is carrying Muriel's belongings.
I would like.
Rage.
Honestly, yes. I just kind of who of our team is closest to me?
Oh no.
I don't know, team. Who's closest to him?
Probably me.
Yeah, Kalamak is very closely tailing the tails.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I most likely pulled up the chair next to you at the table, and then yeah.
This bastard thinks that he can take our stuff. And
What
I
are
would
you
like
talking about.
I would like
Oh
to
my gosh.
as a bonus action, I would like to try and do my thing, and they need to make a strength saving throw.
Wait, you're doing what?
Do
Okay.
your thing.
My thing.
What thing?
I
And
know. I'm
and they
curious
have
now.
to make a strength saving throw?
Yes.
Okay.
I've used it before. It's not new. It's been a while. It's been
Okay.
a while.
Is it the thing that you use to drop me on the sphere in the water?
No.
That
No,
was
that was a
cocked.
willing participant.
Is it telekinesis?
They got a 10.
Amazing. They are shoved 5 feet closer to me by a force
That's called
opposite them.
pulling. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're not
They are
pulled
shoved
necessarily.
closer to me. That's, I understand now why you pushed the pull door. Anyway, so
Opposite.
okay, so
Yeah, they're shoved 5 feet closer to me, and I, in the same action, or that was bonus action, I guess. But I'm gonna like put my hand on my sword. You drop her stuff.
she gave this to me.
I don't believe you.
This is a persuasion.
She
check,
would
man.
never let go of her stuff.
Give me an insight check.
That's true.
Because this
That's
is gonna
some
be
good logic.
She would never let go of her stuff.
okay. So you have to beat a 17. Oh no!
Gasp!
Yeah, now the cameras are all out of whack
Oh no.
for the time
Ruh-
being until
ruh-roh.
he gets back in.
Okay. It is an 11.
So
But how does that work? Because
they
Jeshu knows Muriel, unless forced to, or is dead.
right, but it's a deception check. So it's a situation where somehow they've convinced you. So it was before they left, they said that they had to get rid of all of their belongings to keep people from following them and tracking them down. So they had to give away their things. They were forced to, otherwise they would have been in great danger. So I offered to take them as a favor. And I paid her. I gave her all of my money.
What are the rest of the people? What are their reactions to this?
I am currently trying my hardest to pay attention to Casper.
Completely avoids it.
I do. And I am trying to make sure that one, he's okay, because he kind of grew a second tail, and it kind of freaks me out. Two, I'm sitting here really hard thinking about, can I learn how to speak with animals? And can I do that
do
now?
you have the spell?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I do.
You're a druid, right?
Yeah.
You definitely do.
Do I?
I think shouldn't a druid?
It would
give
surprise me greatly.
that? Well, the other thing you have to keep in mind is that she is
I'm a hybrid.
she's a druid, but she is a homebrewed, like I created her subclass. So that may have just been something I overlooked.
Well,
I do.
Okay.
yeah,
okay.
it's a druid spell.
I'm gonna cast speak with animals.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be very focused on my fox for a little bit.
You don't even have to pretend.
I will waste the spell slot to talk with my fox right now.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and call it there tonight.
Yeah.
Because I have to figure out what voice to do for said fox. So and it's past 11. So all right, that was
In Overstreet's internet
yeah,
died.
yeah.
He sent me a Snapchat just now saying my internet died.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Oof. Well, it's a good thing that we're calling it here. We will pick up next time from you casting your spell to speak with animals and you guys prepping to head out while you are confronting Shujesh.
Nope.
You're confronting Shujesh on why they have Muriel's things. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording. Hold on, let me go to the